Godzilla death battle. I ain't gonna lie, I was supposed to binge watch this.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to
Let me
find
know,
out who
Paris.
would win a death battle.
It don't matter to me, you know what I'm saying? Debemos controlo.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green
probably
smashing
one of the worst
machine,
death battles
the
I ever
angry
seen.
son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest
Oof,
gamma
you know what
sci-
I'm saying? Give it a rating 1 out of 10. Dumbest one yet. Oof, I don't like the sound of that.
scientist of all, Dr. Robert
haven't watched
Bruce
it.
Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be
So
a
you think
hero and save some
The
dumb
idea is
schmuck who
bad?
would
You think so? Why you think the idea is bad? You think Hulk don't hold a candle against Godzilla? Or you think Godzilla don't has a contract to never lose? The fuck? I ain't never heard that shit. He has a contract to never lose. There's no actual Godzilla no lose that prevents the character, right? It's a common misconception or fan created rule that Godzilla. Oof. Oh my lord, you got baited, Paris. Paris, you got baited like crazy.
was hanging
I
around
got
to
Hulk, bro.
say,
You know, cause you don't know about that comic Hulk, bro. You know, he cannot die. He's literally invincible. Okay.
damn it,
So
Rick,
we on the same
That day,
page.
Bruce Banner died.
and became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet
Oh, yeah,
tall
we
and
already know he's
stronger
been
than
boosted,
10
bro.
million
You know
men,
what I'm saying? That
the
bit
Hulk
over the
emerges
top,
when
you know?
Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally
I never heard
manifested
these
as a
Hulks.
result
Oh,
of
wow.
his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as
So that nigga 8 feet, 1,400 pounds. I could have sworn he was taller than 8 feet, bro. I feel like they like shrunk that nigga. He's way taller than 8 feet, bro. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Though abnormal alters, Doc Green Club, Mysterio, Mindless Hulk, No Titan, Uber Hulk. Alters. Who the fuck is Doc Green Club, Maestro? I know Mindless Hulk, the angry nigga. Titan, Uber Hulk, they just be making shit up, nigga. They got this shit from the first comic.
Savage Hulk.
On my life.
It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets.
Yep.
With no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk, what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament,
Oh, yeah,
the Hulk's
World Breaker.
power and
Oh,
fury
yeah.
surges, mixing
yeah.
Savage's rising strength with the personality and
World
cunning
Breaker's
of
the
a
strongest,
warlord.
like, one
The
of the
Green
strongest
Scar is no
Marvels.
mere superhero.
You know what
He's
I'm
a
saying?
king
Characters.
and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. by himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest
Like,
Avenger.
bro, like you hear all this shit. This nigga breaking worlds and shit, bro. Like, I don't know. I ain't heard a feat of like Godzilla like do anything more than this, my nigga. I dead ass think like Hulk can beat this nigga.
Especially since the Avengers first assembled, because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer
Right,
Man.
bro.
But the green guy's got way more going
the
on
BS
than
guys
just
last
brute
pulled off
strength.
soon?
As the
I
Hulk's
bet.
power stems from Gamma,
That on par, broke first chains, escaped the lifted 150 billion tons of rock is so crazy, bro. That shit's so crazy.
utilize and absorb it and
Like,
other radiation
damn.
in various ways.
Yeah,
150
like regenerating
billion?
from fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh, also, he can see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned...
Yeah, this nigga, yeah, they bringing the first comic in that bitch, bro. That nigga ain't never read a mind since the first comic, my nigga. Let's be honest, bro. They still added that bitch. Fuck you.
Hulk smash!
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly.
That's
In
tough.
real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave,
Now,
a
whatever
particle,
gives him more
or
gamma?
something else.
Oh,
Something
okay.
that nobody really understands.
Except
doing
for
anything?
Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a
Oh, so
certified
that's like a
genius
stick. That's
with
like
7
a stick. You know what I'm saying? More gamma. That nigga just basically the god of Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And
Force
that's
smartest?
comparing him to
Okay.
Big Brain.
Okay, so four smartest. Reed is 1. Tony Stark. Who's the third? My eyes want to say Spider-Man so bad because that nigga Spider-Man smart as shit. Niggas don't know how smart that nigga is. I'm assuming Doom is. I could say Doom, but is it really Doom or Spider-Man? Doctor Strange or actually Doom? Yeah, it might be Doom. I ain't gonna lie, it might be Doom.
Like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Yeah.
Banner built the Hercollider Synchrotron,
Bro, what
a
the-
machine that can scan
Who put Spanish fucking? Why is it in Spanish anyways? Hold on, turn this shit off though.
the entire multiverse with the
Doom is
speed of a
equal to
hypermind.
Reed, yeah,
He
yeah.
created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time
So
between
fourth
universes.
smartest, okay.
He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk
Everybody
dies,
dead?
he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of Gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't
Probably.
overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one
So like I
there
said,
is.
this nigga basically like one of the gods for Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like I already knew, but I didn't know it was to this extent. You know what I'm saying? Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. He is the nightmare created out of darkness of the human soul. He is the sacred beast of the apocalypse.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic.
Nah, they probably was so crazy in the 1940s, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? See something like that, you know? They was probably going crazy in their seats, nigga. Did they even have movie theaters back then? Or it was like one of them like, you know what I'm saying, shits where they, you know what I'm saying, they roll that bitch, you know, and niggas in they fucking, you know what I'm saying, first car that Ford's ever made, you know, they sitting on top of that bitch and just watching outside. Yeah, they was probably crazy watching this back in the day.
High like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening,
the experience must have been insane, seeing something like that.
It was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes and the most epic roar ever.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around. Not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history.
165, 20,000 tons at minimum. Oh, Hulk, you know what I'm saying, throwing that nigga out the fucking balagu, my nigga. You know what I'm saying, if they wrestle, you know. Burning, critical mass, evolve nightmare. But that nigga don't wrestle, bro. He just uses mouth.
Focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl,
wait, does my nigga Godzilla got gamma in him?
Do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku?
There's also a number of era-exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire rays from his eyes.
Casualty manipulation.
Effectively
rapid
a living
regeneration.
nuclear.
Okay, so they both regenerate fast as fuck. Okay. So it's gonna be a battle with the stamina. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga Hulk be having stamina forever, bro. That nigga cannot die. That ass. That nigga Paris just said he cannot die either. So okay.
Reactor. Shin possesses a
they about to
natural
be crazy.
phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he knows.
Oh, that nigga blew that nigga Hulk out the water, bro.
Oh!
That nigga said 150,000 tons. Was it 150,000? 150 million. Hold on. 150 billion. Oh! Billion. Oh! Oh, I'm tripping. This nigga. Whoa. Hold on.
About when his presence boiled the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons.
Nigga, get that little ass number out the fucking way. He said 150 billion tons? That nigga Hulk was holding 150 billion tons? Yo, gang, where in the earth is there that much rock, my nigga? Or was they on another planet in that comic? This shit is crazy.
Or
my
would he
goodness.
no-sold not 1, not 2, but 3 meteors?
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's
crazy.
scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
Yeah, he got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow up his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed.
So then how the fuck is he gonna win? I'm confused. I was saying Hulk, but my nigga, you basically put this nigga against somebody that can't die, on the immortal nigga. The thing is, that nigga Hulk immortal too. Fuck. They both immortal, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna get wicked, bro. It's gonna take a while for them to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how they gonna win. Like, which one's gonna win then? I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they bring World Breaker Hulk, that nigga is not going to die either, bro. He's going to be exactly like Godzilla in this bitch, bro. I'm sorry. You see, since when has Godzilla moved like that? That's what I'm saying. I don't remember Godzilla, like, being, like, nigga, like, head blown off, a whole body being blown, and he'd grow back. My nigga, like, what the fuck?
Heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms.
Evolution
He's
is
gone
crazy.
full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He's stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super...
Annihilated Earth with Space Godzilla consistently matches Gigan's speed. Who the fuck is Gigan, my nigga? See, that he gotta be crazy nigga if they say match it with his speed. Destroy universes, singular points, survive multiple black holes, tank the planet busting meteor in final wars after defeated, destroyed Gigan, God Demon, Kaiser, Kong. Nah, see, they bring Kong like that nigga was that nigga. I fuck with Kong, but he not.
Detective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's 2 types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades.
I mean, well, Hulk is not real either, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest.
Highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving.
I wish they would give a fuck ass monster like that as a test for humanity, nigga. Fuck you mean a test for humanity? That big ass monster, nigga, that creature, nigga, that thing that wipes out the whole universe is a test for humanity, bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck do you think? You think we Superman, nigga? You think we can combine all 9 billions together, make a super nigga and beat that motherfucker, bruh? Do you honestly think that's what we gonna do against that? Test for humanity. Is you crazy, bruh?
Or comprehending.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes. We get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through
Yeah, they ain't
Ultima,
come to
this
our universe
entity
though.
sees-
You know what I'm saying? They ain't come to our universe though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. They pussy. Yo, come to. I'm playing. I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bitch. No, please don't come to our shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't deserve none of that. We some regular humans. We are some regular humans. You know what I'm saying? Please don't. You know, I was just talking out my ass. I don't want you to come. Alright.
Is the universe
You can
as
destroy
an
the other
interactable
universe, though.
fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it, because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla
Okay,
is
you killed?
immortal, and that makes him the king.
Yeah, he got good.
Look at the skulls.
Nah, we good. We good.
So how about
We good.
it's time for a death battle?
It's your bag though, Okay, I just hope they do my nigga Hulk justice, cause you put this against a nigga that can't die, literally. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Hulk kid, like, he could die. You know what I'm saying? I like, let's be honest, he could die. So they just gotta make him to a point where that nigga's so angry, like he just regenerate just like that and just snap. You know what I'm saying? Instant.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Get that nigga leg go, bro. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Start moving.
All right, Hulk. Time for me to take over.
This
We don't want
strong-ass
any
nigga?
trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Nigga said, let me take over. You crazy? I don't want no bitch ass nigga fighting no Godzilla. Woo! Bro, is Hulk handling that though? Is Hulk handling that though? That's a bomb, bro. Is he holding it?
You think you're strong? I scan the world! Stay down! Stupid lizard.
He gonna come back, ain't it? Oh, brother. This ain't shit though. This ain't shit though. Okay, I was finna say, bro. Ain't no way they ended like that, my nigga. I was finna say. Ain't no way they ended like that, bro.
I think I understand.
That's light. That's light. He ain't even get to his final form yet, bro. My nigga ain't even get to his final form yet.
Days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
Shit.
How does it work?
Well, smash. A million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. A million. A trillion. I just need one.
So this nigga keep on dying? There we go. Like I said, I knew Hulk was gonna win, bro.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
I knew Hulk was gonna win, bro. Like I said, bro, I knew that nigga Hulk was gonna win, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I had no, you know what I'm saying, no like loss of faith in my nigga Hulk. I've been said from the beginning of the video that nigga Hulk was gonna win. But like, damn, that nigga, you telling me it took him like a trillion tries to beat the nigga once? Okay, like that's like crazy though, bro. You know it didn't need to take that much.
Run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads in a straight fight with a classic Godzilla.
Like, that's what I'm trying to understand.
Hulk
Like a trillion times when he got power like that, my nigga. A trillion times to hit the nigga like, with that type of power. Like, come on, man.
smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things.
Oh,
the entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their their
Okay.
immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even
That's
with their
exactly
healing
what I
factors,
said, bro. They both immortal. Like I said exactly what I said, and I still thought like I basically made the video myself. You know what I'm saying? I basically made this video, my nigga. I knew everything that was going to happen.
both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar, so both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions.
both equal.
So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell,
Damn.
the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green
gracious.
Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man
Like I
was
said.
the Ultima weapon.
The
Like I
winner
said.
is Bruce Banner.
Like I said,
Next time on
that
Death
nigga Hulk
Battle.
was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an inevitable fact. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew this, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Hulk and shout out my nigga Godzilla. But Godzilla, you getting digged down by Hulk every single time, bro. Let's be honest.